Hello, good morning, everyone. Uh, my name is Luther, and I am a PhD student in the design department. Yes, today we will be talking about more issues concerning Java. So, like I said in this class, you will be enjoying this class because you will be writing piece of code and executing them, seeing how the result comes easily. So uh, I hope I will count on you guys for your collaboration so that our class can uh, go in a good way. So uh, it's also my first time teaching in the university, so I am a little bit nervous. So I need you guys to help me achieve these challenges that I am facing right now. So before we start, I would like to say I'm very happy to share my ideas with you guys, and I will be happy also that we will be able to exchange some ideas together so that we can improve more in our studies. So before we get started, today I have prepared a little bit of courses for you guys, and all together we will be learning it all together. So today we will be talking about what is Java, some of the applications that runs Java, some of the technologies that make use of Java as an essential core. So I guess today, before the end of this, at the end of this class, you will be able to know some of the applications that use Java to run. So also we will be able to know some history background concerning Java. So let's see, what is Java? This is one of the questions that every beginner has to ask himself, because for somebody that is his first time to hear about Java, the first question that he will ask himself is what is Java and what is Java used for? So Java is a programming language and a computing platform first released by Sun Microsystems in 1995. Today, there are a lot of applications and websites that will not work unless you have installed Java in them, and more are created every day. So Java is important because it is very fast and it is reliable. That means that Java is free access and can run on all platforms. Like I said, Java is mostly popular because it is easily accessed, and then it is um, easy to be run on every device. So it is easy to to be used in all aspects. So here are some of the, here as you can see on the screen, we will see a little bit of how Java was being progressed. So we can see how we use a little bit of monitor, how we can use it to connect to the browser, or like it is used to communicate with our web browser. And at the same time, the web browser can be connected to our phone. So that means it is a simple chain. So the World Wide Web has popularized the use of Java because programs can be transparently downloaded with web pages and executed in any computer with a Java capable browser. That means what? Um, if you have to download an application, it is easily downloaded and it is secured. That is, the time that you download, another person cannot see what you're downloading. So this is what makes Java secure. A Java application is a standard Java program that can be executed independently of any web browser. A Java app, app, applet is a program designed to be executed under a Java capable browser. So that means what? So far as you have Java installed in your device, it is easily able to run it. So you can easily use your application to run the Java. So if Java is not installed in your device, it is not able for you to be using Java unless you have the application being installed in your device before you can run the Java. So like I said, if you saw the first video that I posted, I said that we will be installing the application in our computers before we start the programming. If not, our computer cannot recognize the code that we write, because the code that we write using the computer have to be converted so that the computer can understand that this is a Java application or this is a Java program that uh, want to be run. So unless you have to install it in your computer before you can be able to run the program. So Java program is interpreted by a Java virtual machine. That is what I was saying, because the code that you write cannot be recognized by the computer unless it has to be converted to a virtual machine. So the Java virtual machine is the one that we have to install in our computer so that our computer can be able to understand the code that we write, or can be able to interpret the code that we write. So this means all Java programs are multi-platform and can run on different platforms, including Macintosh, Windows, and unique computers. That is what I was saying. So all these computers have to be installed before they can be able to recognize the code that we write. If not, it will be very, very difficult for the computer to identify what is the program that we are writing. So Java are compiled to Java bits codes, a kind of machine in independent representation. That is what the virtual machine does. So the code that we write is converted to Java bit codes. So don't worry, I know it's a little bit difficult for you to understand now, but when we will be writing the codes, you will see what is happening, because we will be using Notepad and command prompt to execute our Java programming course. So we will see that by the time you write the code using Notepad and save your code in your computer using command prompt, you will be able to convert the code into Java bytecodes, because when you save the file in a folder, by the time you execute the code, you will see that there is another file that is being created automatically. That means that the code that you saved have been converted into Java bytecodes. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. The program is then executed by an interpreter called the Java Virtual Machine. That is what I was saying. So you can see that from the small diagram under that, uh, we, we we write a test Java, that is test class, and then all this computer program is being interpreted using the. So after you compile, that means after you compile your program, the program that you write, that is writing all the program and saving, then you have to pass an interpreter, so that the interpreter can be able to communicate with the computer, so that your computer can give you back the result. So without this visual machine, Java Visual Machine program, you cannot be able to run any program or any Java code. Only the interpreter have to be installed, so that your code can be interpreted by the computer. So the compiled code is independent of the architecture of the computer. The price to pay, sorry, is a slower execution. That is, first of all, when you compile your code, your code will be interpreted using the Java Visual Machine. So the Java Visual Machine is the one that is responsible for the communication of the code that you write with the computer that you are using. So even it works the same with your tablet PC, because all of them have to be installed, even on your computer, even on your phone, even on whatever you are using. You have to install that interpreter first, so that it can be able to respond to every piece of code that you are trying to execute. So that should be installed on your computer, or a notepad device that you want to use, or in a phone that you want to use, as shown in the diagram here. So you can see that this is the compile zone. So we can see this is the compile zone here, the compiler. So this is like, for example, the program that you are running. So the piece of code that you write here and save in your computer have to be converted using the interpreter called the Java Virtual Machine. And then from this interpreter now, this permit this code to be able to communicate with this computer. That is, your code have the intermediate, which is the interpreter. So without him, he cannot be able to run the application that you wrote here. So this is just like a bridge, or this is just like a translator, if I can say so. So for example, you speaking in Korean and speaking Korean to an English speaker, so you need an interpreter, so that he can be able to explain what you are saying to the English speaker, so the English speaker can be able to understand what you are saying. So it's the same working with the computer programming interpreter. So the piece of code you write has to be translated using Java Visual Machine, so he can communicate with the computer or the phone or PC tablet that you have. I hope you guys can follow me a little bit. Yeah, thank you. So what is Java, and what are the specific things that Java have? Java is concurrent, where you can execute many statements instead of sequential executing it. Like I said, it's easy to execute Java codes compared to others. So before I even go further, I would like to give some of one advantage that Java have within C++. So Java have advanced features. That is the main key that Java have from other programming language is that Java is accessible everywhere. So that is, you can run Java once and run it everywhere. Like I say, independent programming language that follows the logic of writing once and running everywhere. So this is one of the key. This is one of the key point that Java have over other programming language. That is, Java can be written once. So Java writes once and runs everywhere. So this is one of the most important part of Java compared to the other programming language. So the compile code can run on all platforms which support Java, like I said in the previous explanation. So every platform that support Java can run the Java code. In simple words, it is a computing platform where you can develop applications. So in the Java is a platform where you can develop applications, that is easily uh, develop applications like gaming, like messages applications. So Java is really powerful. So also there are many applications that runs Java and that we use them daily basis in our life, but we sometimes don't know. So we can see that Java can be used in in banking, that is in this ATM machine for our transaction. So all these machine make use of Java to run them. So also in the retail, that is in the store, the department store, the restaurant, sometimes when we finish eating, we have to insert the card in the machine so that the machine can uh, uh, process the transaction that we did. Also in the information technology, that is Java needs we need also Java for information technology, that is implement design to solve implementation dependency. That also we can use some of the application like Android. So the Android phones that we use, the smartphones that we use, they are all using Java to run their applications. So in the financial service, also we use Java to be able to keep our information, that is the server that is used in the financial service, they all use Java to store their data. So we also see that we use them in stock markets. We also use them for big data. Big data means what? Collection of informations. That is we can see today we have something like Google Map. We have things like Never Map. So all these applications, they use data. They use Java. Sorry, they use Java to run those applications, or to achieve the function of the purpose that they have been designed for. So we also use it for specific scientific and the research community. So all this data has to be kept using Java. So we need Java to keep those huge amount of data. If not, it's impossible to keep all this data in our mind. So we need to use application developments to keep our data thanks to Java. So uh, once more, this is a little bit a small diagram that shows the Java at the center of every aspect of uh, the technology that we have. So we see that all these technologies, they are attached to Java. They need Java to be able to run their web their, to run them. So you can see that for web development they still go to Java. For testing they need Java. Android they need Java. We can see that even big data, even framework. So there is no applications that can run without Java, according to me. So Java is the main key of technology in the whole society these days, because Java is mostly powerful. And then we know today there are many applications that we have been using, thousands of applications that we use in our smartphones. All of them, they have been created due to Java applications. So don't worry, like I said, this is just a brief knowledge about what is Java and what Java can do, and where we see Java, or what applications that use Java. So don't worry, all these things that I have said, we will see them by the time that we will be writing our codes in our computers. So we will be able to understand what I am trying to explain. I know many of us cannot really follow me, because it's the first time that they come across Java. So like I said, when we will be writing our codes, we will be seeing the way it is being generated in our computer. From there, we will try to understand what I was talking about, the Java Virtual Machine, how we can write our code, and a computer can be able to understand what we are writing. So that time when we will be writing our codes, we will see how it is being interpreted, because by the time it is interpreted, it creates another new file. So by the time now you ask your computer to write to run that code, it will be writing, it will be using the new file that has been created. So don't worry, during the class I will show you some some of the things that I'm trying to explain. So guys, don't worry, uh, I hope that we will be able to make more better things in future. So I really look forward for us to begin with our coding classes, and um, write many codes. We will be giving many commands to our computer to run them. So don't worry, I am sure we will do much more better when we start coding. So once more, thank you very much for following this course. And if there is any question, please don't forget to leave your comment, or to knock at my lab for us to talk more about it. So you guys are always welcome with your questions or some of the discussion that you have. Apart of that, also, guys, we can meet to have some sport activities also for those that like sport, because I am fan of sport. So if you have time to do some exercise, you can also ring my phone, so together we can meet and then do some exercise. Thank you very much, guys, for uh, listening for this course. I love you guys all, and then I hope we will meet next time so that we can have many things to learn once more. Thank you very much. Kamsahamnida.